in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy everybody, welcome to HT's EDC, coming at you this Friday morning. Hope everybody is winding up a nice long week, and hopefully you guys got, if you have the weekend off, you got some big plans, and hopefully you got the some nice bluebird skies to go with your weekend. Maybe be able to get out there and enjoy the great outdoors, see some friends, loved ones, whatever it is you do. But that is my wish to you, that you have some good weather for whatever it is that you guys do with your weekend. I know we'll probably do our Friday night thing tonight with our friends here. So yeah, gonna be a good one. College football. Hey, Miami, my U, go U. They go out to California. We are playing the California Golden Bears, and it is going to be a late Saturday night game over on the West Coast. So have to sit up and watch the late game on Saturday night to catch my Canes this week. But I'll be there. I will be front and center. Anyway, it is time for my What You Toting this morning, and let's get into it. Pretty much the usual suspects. Open C leather wallet, front left pocket. We have the Holy Land pocket cross. We have Nissan Titan truck fob, and a cup of Joe that is cooling off here. Ranch sunflower seeds, gotta have that out here in the morning. I start on those pretty early, huh? And for my tote today, we are going to be toting what we are going to be showing this morning. But the slip that it's going to go in is none other than old Brother Ed's Legacy Knife Folding Hunter here. These are for my folding hunters. You guys have seen my thumbnail. You guys know I'm fixing to be showing another another hunter from HT's Hunter's Herd. Herd 'em up. Coolest kids on YouTube right now. If you ain't got you one of these, if you ain't part of this group, come on, what are you doing? All you gotta do is holler at me, show me that you own any form of folding hunter, buck 110, buck 112, Schrade, old timers. If they're a folding hunter or a folding hunter style knife, that's your ticket. Get yourself one of these and support HT's Hunter's Herd. And again, we are rocking one of Ed's slips today. I got it off the belt just for this video, just to show you. But yeah, one of his horizontal slider sheaths. And something I hadn't talked about. You guys have heard me talk about his slips and his sheaths probably somewhat to nauseam. I believe in him. He's a good friend of mine. Sorry, not sorry. I am just talking about a good American-made product. But one little detail I've never told y'all or showed y'all, and I don't know if my camera is going to show inside there, because it's kind of it's not. You're just going to have to take my word for it. But behind this snap, when I tell you attention to detail, and this guy thinks of everything, behind this snap here, he has even put some felt in there. Or is that another piece of leather? I believe that's felt. He has even got a piece of felt behind this, where when you're taking, spoiler alert, knife I'm going to be showing, but when you're taking your knife in and out, you're not going to scratch those bolsters. A lot of people just, I've seen it for years. Just put that snap on there, and the back side of that snap, you know, where it's brass or whatever, it's metal back there. Well, metal going in and out, you know, hitting metal on your bolsters will eventually put light scratching on it. Just one little detail. He has covered that up. It is nice and smooth. So even going in and out of the sheath when you're, you know, taking it out, deploying your knife, no scratches. Just a small itty bitty little detail, but I thought it bared telling you guys about. But yeah, just look at this thing. It's got Hunter on there for me. He dressed it up a little for me. We got some deer tracks on there on this one. He knows I'm a deer hunter. Yeah, just cooler than creek water. So that is what I'm going to be toting my new toy in. And today, again, repping the herd. We have a new one, folks. Came in the mail yesterday. And if you guys hadn't heard, I am on a self-imposed quest to get every U.S. manufactured folding hunter. I know that's going to take years. It's going to be a fun ride. I know there's some little obscure companies, USA companies, that pop up all the time. I've got a couple of them so far. This is not obscure by no means what I'm going to be talking about today, but I'm just saying there is more than just your case, your buck, your Schrade. There is a lot of U.S. made manufacturers that are out there that you wouldn't even think about. Some of them made by some of our other companies, but still, like my old hickory. I think I showed y'all a week or two back. I found an old hickory or an Ontario knife that they got in the folding hunter game. Well, they contracted out Queen. Queen made it for them, but still, it was an American-made, different company, old hickory. Just to give you a point, there's a lot of them that are going to be like that. I heard there's one out there from Chicago Cutlery, USA. I've seen those. That's one I guess I need to get on my radar. I didn't even really think about Chicago Cutlery. But anyway, my point is I'm on a self-imposed journey to get every single manufacturer represented that has made a folding hunter in the United States of America. And yeah, it's just going to be fun. I love, obviously, I love this pattern a lot. So thus the little quest I'm on. And then when and if I get there and I get all the USA made ones, I'll venture out, you know, Germany, you know, some Bokers out there, Italy. I want everyone. Eventually, if you've made a folding hunter, I'm your huckleberry, and I want to own one. So anyway, just letting you know where I'm coming from. Why this hunter herd? What's you know, why is this guy always showing folding hunters? And there you go. I'm ate up with the pattern. I love them, and I'm on a quest to get as many as I can. Today, coming in the mail yesterday, we have checked off another one that had been on my box, had been on my, might checked them off on my box, had been on my radar. How about that? How about I get a sip of Joe where I don't talk crazy? Wake up, HT. Another one that had been on my radar, along with, if you watched yesterday's video, the awesome, oh yeah, awesome gift I got from the Knife Doctor. I had two or three that I was really kind of trying to track down, and that was the Uncle Henry 227. The Knife Doctor hooked me up, surprised me. Now I took a drink and sound raspy. The Knife Doctor graciously surprised me, if you watched yesterday's video, and sent in the 227. Beautiful, gorgeous, new old stock. Thank you again. I know I've been thanking them. I'll probably be thanking you for the next month for that one, Brother Kevin. but he helped me on my quest for that one, sent one in. But I got 2 or 3 more that are really on my radar. I was looking for a Camillus. I think the Camillus number 6. That is a very popular one, folding hunter that Camillus made. Don't have that one yet. And I was looking for the Western 062 pattern. Aha! That one I have got. And that came in the mail yesterday. And very tickled to have it. We'll get this thing open for you guys. And this is a cool one. Love the blade shapes on this one. Bam! Has a little bit of a slim line. If you look at this, it's just a little slimmer. Should have brought another folding hunter out here to show you what I mean. But it's a little less broad across the back. It has its own little chassis. Kind of a little bit. Go with me on this one. I know it doesn't have this long elongated bolster, but kind of has the swoop a little bit of like a toothpick. You guys see that a little bit? Again, it don't have the toothpick, powder hoard end on it, but just the flow of this, the thinness of it. Again, if you know what I'm trying to go at, but this is definitely a thinner, more sleeker folding hunter than, say a Case 62, 65, or even the Uncle Henry. Matter of fact, when I put it in this sheath, it houses it very well. This is my, this is my folding hunter sheath from Legacy Knives. And even, I'll do this real quick. I'll close it up just to show you, since I didn't put one out here for reference. It goes in, it snaps, it's in there fine, but these are form-fitted sheaths, and I'm pretty sure Ed made, which one did I send Ed in for the mold? I think I sent Ed a 120, the 25 OT Schrade, the OG. I think that's the one I sent him in to make a mold for my folding hunters. But anyway, most all the other folding hunters fit that really tightly, just like the 25 OT. But this guy, if you turn this one over and give it just a little shake, it's coming out of there. And that's just because it's a little thinner, it's a little less broad, little sleek guy. But again, this is the Western 062, and I think it is just awesome. Came in yesterday, and it was dull as a gourd. We have put an edge on it. We have polished a little on these blades, but as you can see, they kind of have some cool, I'm not going to call these grandpa teeners. These are dad teeners. Just got a little bit of peppering. It's not that, to be grandpa's teeners, you got to have that whole gray thing going on, a lot more peppering. But this looks like a good dad knife here. Got a little bit of peppering on here, a little bit of teeners, and I did not sand it. I liked it. I liked the look of that, so I did not do too much work on these blades outside of just a polish, a quick polish with Mothers. You guys know Mothers, all of us knife guys, Mothers aluminum and metal polish. Mwah. The best thing since sliced bread for pocket knives and bolsters. Blades and bolsters on knives, none mo better. But anyway, gave these just a little bit of a polish. Did not want to sand some of this cool daddy patina off, but we did polish these bolsters. We got those shiny. Check out the brass. Of course, we have brass liners. We got all that looking good. I don't have a whole lot of light out here, but we do have good shiny back springs and liners here. Shined up the shield, which is just kind of a bar, an oval shield for these Westerns. No frill shield, a no frills shield on these things. Just kind of like a flying saucer kind of shield there. But man, I tell you, I love this thing. We hadn't talked about the covers. We just have some good old dark brown, got a little lights in there, but delrin, Jigged delrin. Think it looks good. We did do a little mineral oil soak on that, kind of put a little shine, little bit of life back into the delrin. Snap, you ask? By the way, I hadn't told you how old this is. Let's back up a little bit, and we will get this blade out of the way real quick. This is what the tang stamp looks like. We got Western USA 062, and underneath that, Western up top on the top line, second line says USA 062 is the model number, and just below that there's a letter, and it's the letter D. And I'm pretty sure, no idea if y'all can see that, Western, the USA, and down there on the very third line you got a letter D. Well, looking that up, now granted, I am not Mr. Western. I do not know a whole lot about Western. Western knives has not been my cup of tea. I think I only own 2 more in my whole collection, and one of those is a fixed blade. So I am not super versed, I'll tell you up front, not super versed in the brand. But looking them up and doing my research, that tang stamp, Western USA with a model number, and it has the letters. Well, it started at letter A. Well, anyway, that is from 1977 to 1986. There's a 10-year period in there, and they use a letter to depict the actual year. So you can actually date this, which is kind of cool. I wish everybody would either just put the date of the year of manufacture on their knives, or at least do something like this that you can easily reference it. So anyway, long story short, 1977, they started with the letter A. So 77A, 78B, 79 would be letter C. And I have the letter D on my knife here, 1980. So this is a 44-year-old knife. And I think it looks, I think it's darn nice shape for 1980, for 44 years old. Check out this snap. Get right there to about where it's supposed to start catching that detent, by the way, which is somewhere between 25 and 30 degrees. That is where your detent is supposed to catch these blades and suck them back in. Let's see. Boom, right there. No problem. Do that one more time, and that's what I mean right there. When you get to somewhere where my finger is right here and where the tip of that is, this blade should, that detent should take over, and that's that suck back in, that pop back into your knife. And no problem there. Let's check out this blade. We're going to talk more about this blade. This blade is so cool on this knife. But let's check the detent on this guy real quick. Get to our 30-ish%. Give it just a little touch there. Whap! That one really has a snap. That one even has a little more snap than that clip point blade. Do that one more time. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Love it, love it, love it. And like I was telling you, on a folding hunter, usually you have something I like about a folding hunter, there's really no secondary blade. You have 2 full-length blades on folding hunters. 99 times out of 100, that is a clip point blade as your, I guess you would say, your main blade. Like I said, there's really no secondary. Let's just say it like this. You have a clip point as one of them, and your second blade, not really secondary, is usually a Skinner blade. And this is no different. This is a Skinner blade, but, well, I say it's no different. It is different. And again, I should have brought another folding hunter out here to show y'all all this. But this is almost, you can make a case for this as being another clip point. You guys see that? I wished I'd have brought a case out here, because they're vastly different in this blade, the second blade, like the Skinner blade that are on these knives. Well, this is what will be, you know, is their Skinner blade. But check that blade out. If you hold it just like that, doesn't that just kind of look like a long, kind of like a California clip point? You know, forget the chassis back here. I put my hand over here and we just look at that blade. That's almost like just another California clip. If you guys are familiar with a case back pocket, you guys know about you case guys out there. If you know what I'm talking about, that is a model of case knife, the back pocket. Well, again, forgetting this chassis back here, just looking at the blade shape only, isn't that darn near a case back pocket? Huh? You guys that know, tell me down in the comments, am I way out in left field? Or is that kind of just like the clip point that's on a case back pocket? I own one, I did look at it. I'm not crazy, kind of a rhetorical question. Are they identical? No, they're not, but they are very similar. But anyway, I love this. If you hold this blade right here, kind of straight, I mean, the chassis is a swooping chassis anyway, has a big curve in it. But if you kind of hold it straight right there, you'll see that this blade has a nice little subtle cant down. You see what I'm talking about? Holding this guy just pretty much dead straight and coming into your blade, it kind of goes down and has, does it have a ups? Nah, not really. Maybe just a ever so right at the tip starts a little sweep back up. But folks, I just think this blade is sexy. I just think it's gorgeous. I love it. It's like, again, like I said, it's a little different than any other I've had so far on my folding hunters. And you guys know I got buku of them. But this little second blade, other blade, full length blade is just a little different. It's sleek, it's slim, it's sexy. I love it. So that's just personal preference. You may think that's the hideous thing you've ever seen. Shame on you. What are you looking at? You need more coffee if you do. But this thing is just gorgeous. So anyway, and obviously if we hadn't said, you know, you can see this, you can see that dad teener on there and some of that little, you know, I call it peppering, little peppering on that blade. Obviously we are dealing with carbon steel. This is not a stainless. Just to show y'all some more of that cool dad teeners there. I wish I had better lighting. It's kind of overcast this morning. Sun hadn't got up real good yet, but I love this thing. It is going in my legacy knife hunter sheath. As soon as I step up from this video, it is going back on my belt, and yeah, we're gonna be rocking the herd once again today, folks. Anyway, 23 minutes, gonna shut up about it. Hope you guys like that one. I love it. Yeah, this will see my pocket. Well, it's seeing my pocket as soon as I shut up this morning, but many more times upcoming. Love this Western 062. It has kind of went to the upper echelon of the HT love meter on his folding hunters, but that one, it's a little slimmer, it's a little sleeker, has that sexy second blade on it. It's full of character. It's its own kind of little thing. I mean, it's a folding hunter, but Western did it, and they kind of separated from the herd. They separated from the herd a little bit when they made that one, and I like their design choices. It gets 2 thumbs up from yours truly. Anyway, folks, Abby, are you around? I haven't even showed y'all Abby, have I? I hear her call her. She's running around somewhere. She's probably out doing her duties. Sorry folks, I didn't get Abby in her, didn't get my morning Abby cameo, but I hear her, like I say, I think she's in the front yard because I can hear her little collar jangling, but she's probably, maybe the neighbor dog came over. The neighbor dog comes over to visit just about every morning, and they get out there and have a big time. So that's probably what I hear. They're out there in the front yard having a big old time. But my apologies, especially to Sean over at Watch City Knives. I know Sean, he only watches my channel to see Abby. I'm sorry, Sean. I'll try to make it up to you. Maybe another video I'll have Abby in a little bit, and we'll double it up for you. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here. God bless you. You guys go have a great weekend. Be safe. Get out there in the great outdoors. We love you. We're out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see. HT's